Yo, what's going on, people? We're back again with another video. Yes, we're back again. And you know what? It's TheKidEG, aka Egal, EGTV. You guys already know what it is. Big up to everybody watching. And you know what? Let me get started. You know what we're going to be talking about today? We're going to be talking about... Oh, man, what's going on? You guys know what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about Houssem Aouar and Dominik Szoboszlai, and we're going to be talking about the fact that what people think is the best ideal matchup for the best person for Thomas Partey to be partnered with. Because you know what? I got some questions for you guys. I got some questions for the people in the comment section. But first, let's get to the first person on the show tonight. Big up to Samuel. Samuel, what's good?
Bro, I'm doing good, bro. Friday night football talk on EGTV. Go like and sub, guys. Big thing channel. #1 Arsenal fan, yeah. None of this bullshit. None of this negative bullshit. All positive energy today.
Let's get it. But bro, first things first, we got to get into it. Thomas Partey. Who is Thomas Partey going to be paired up with? Because the #1 thing people are talking about in the footballing world right now is Arsenal have Thomas Partey, but they lack a midfielder. They need a midfielder. And you know what? After what Szoboszlai did for Hungary with the free kick and the match winner, wow. Like, he's looking like he went right to the top of the list for me. I don't know about you. And then you also got Houssem Aouar, who we were targeting last summer, and we're still targeting this summer. Like, I want to know from you guys in the comment section, what is it? Is it going to be Thomas Partey? Is it going to be Houssem Aouar? Is it going to be Grealish? Is it going to be buendía? Is it going to be somebody else we don't even know about? Could it be Isco? Who are you going to sign? Because you guys in the comment section, this is for you. And big up to my guy, TBG. Big up to Samuel. And you know what, Samuel, let me hear what you got to say, bro.
On the first thing about Isco, yeah, Egal, listen, the last time Isco was good was 2016. This guy's been in the downward curve for 4 years. You know, this is improvement on what we have. But looking at the other two options about Szoboszlai and Houssem Aouar, Isco is not better than them two. Because listen, I think Isco's 27 or 28 now, and now he's got an injury-ridden career. So I'd much rather go for Houssem Aouar or Szoboszlai. It depends on Mikel Arteta's preference, but also budget. Because I heard that Szoboszlai got a £20 million release clause, so I think Szoboszlai is more likely.
Yeah. Yo, Kesh, what are you up to, bro? Yo, bro, these days you're doing overtime, bro. You're just exhausted, eh?
I'm alright, man. I'm alright. Chilling.
What are you saying, bro? Tell me. I know you are big on Szoboszlai after yesterday's performance, Dominik's performance for Hungary, not only getting the free kick, but getting the match winner, the Titanic music coming down, everyone jumping on him. It was emotional. What are you saying, bro? Have you flipped from Aouar, or you still going with both?
I need both. I need both. Listen, if this team's gonna get anywhere, we need both in it. But obviously, realistically, it's not gonna happen. But for me, if you're gonna go for one, you've got to go for Dominik Szoboszlai. That then leaves you room to go and fix other areas as well. So it's a win-win either way.
You know what? Yeah. How do you pronounce this name for signs? Like, someone needs to teach us some Hungarian name learning. Is it Szoboszlai? Szoboszlai. Okay, I got it. If we sign, we've got to get used to that.
Okay, so yo, we got some people in the comment section saying big up. But yo, Kesh, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna look at both of them, and we're gonna look at what we think about them. But before we look at either of them, we look at Thomas Partey. What is Thomas Partey's strengths, and what do we need from someone who's going to be playing next to him? Because before you look at anybody you're gonna sign, you want to look at what you have, right? So what we have is Thomas Partey. What he is he's a mobile player who can go box to box, carry the ball. So do we need two midfielders next to him, or do we need
depends on what you're going for, really. Like, ideally, when Arteta was first coming through, me as well as a lot of other fans was thinking he would have wanted to go for a 4-3-3 rather than a cam. That's what a lot of people thought. That way you would have the Partey able to roam and go forward freely. But to do that, you're then going to need someone who's solid at the base, like a Fernandinho, for instance. But that's then going to be another player there. But I feel that if you do go and get a Dominik Szoboszlai, he probably fits more so than a Aouar. It's weird because obviously Partey is not going to be the person that receives the final pass. He's the one that carries it. He plays it into the final third. Then you need that person who's going to come up with the ideas, the final ideas, whether that's a shot, whether that's to find a person running in behind and creating and getting assists. I feel Szoboszlai has got that. On Aouar, on the other hand, I feel he's more of a number 8. I know he does play similar off the left sometimes, but he's more of a number 8. He can control it. He basically sets the tempo in a way.
Okay. So, Kesh, I hear you. You're saying we need both. That's what you're saying. But are they the two players you would play next to Partey? Because don't you think they're both very forward attacking players?
Bro, my reason I'm saying both, because you can mix it, you can change the system. Szoboszlai can play off the left at times, if you understand what I'm saying. Then you can play Houssem Aouar as a 8, for instance, Partey as an 8, and get a solid CDM in there that shores it up, so them two can go on and cause the damage that we wanted to cause. So it's about options, really.
Okay. Sam, I'm gonna get you in here. Get that unmuting, bro. Get in here. What I need to hear from you is, what are you going with? Who are you playing? And also, what position are you looking for next to Thomas Partey?
Listen, Egal, if you want to get to the top, then we have to sign both players. You can't go saying, "Oh, we need to challenge for the title and just get Houssem Aouar." It needs to be both. Preferably, I know Mikata highly rates Houssem Aouar, but you know what, Dominik Szoboszlai, Szoboszlai, I can't remember again how to pronounce his name.
Szoboszlai.
Yeah, Dominik Szoboszlai. I think, if you see what he's been playing for Salzburg, and you know what, who else came out of Salzburg this time last year? Erling Haaland, Sabitzer came out of Minamino, but we shouldn't count Minamino. But also, I want to get off topic for a bit. But this summer, next summer, there's 2 free agents. That David Alaba's contract's expiring, and he can play centre back and left back, and Milik as a striker, his contract expiring. So maybe we get one of those two along with Szoboszlai and Houssem Aouar. Would you take him? Like David Alaba on a free?
I'll take Alaba, but I wouldn't take Milik.
So if you sell Lacazette, you wouldn't bring in Milik or challenge Aubameyang or not?
You've got to go. The thing is, you've got to go for players who's going to be an asset as well. Milik, if we sign him, I do not see him having a sell-on value of such. If you go for someone like an Ødegaard, he's a up-and-coming player with lots of potential. You need to then unlock that potential, and if, for instance, you want to sell him on, you can receive a big fee. There's no point bringing in a Milik where you're going to put him on probably. Let's face it, he's going to be on a free, so he's going to come in on a high wage. If it doesn't work out, you're then stuck with a player with no actual potential to sell on.
Yeah, guys, I got a new tool for you guys. I want to show you guys this. I know you guys don't care about all the stats and the figures, and some people don't care about that stuff. But let's just look at it anyways, right? So here we got Houssem Aouar and we got Dominik Szoboszlai, right? And look at their maps. If you can see the little maps and what positions they play.
You know what's stunned me, Egal?
Similar.
You know what stunned me? How young Szoboszlai is. He's only 20 years old. I mean, he's got like 4 years, 5 years, 6 years until his prime. So if we manage to keep hold of him, we can have a player that is good service to us for 12 years.
Look at the height difference too. One man's 6 foot, the next man's 5'11". Like
he's very physical.
Yeah.
They're both right-footed. international doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, if you look at our Arsenal team, there's not a lot of people who are internationals for their country. But one thing you will see is, of course, playing for RB Salzburg, he does have those trophies, right? Now let's look at their transfer values. Of course, one man's value is a lot higher than the other. At his highest, transfer mark had him at 50 mil. Of course, he's actually rated before the transfer window. He was rated about 100 million. Some people were saying Houssem Aouar.
You know what, Egal? The one thing I'll say about Szoboszlai is that his market value is kind of a false image because I heard he has a £22 million release clause that can be activated. So
if he went for the release clause, he'd probably go for about 30.
Yeah, or even 40 right now. They could raise the price because the season goes on. I think Salzburg are in the Europa League or Champions League, and it depends on his performances there. But it's same with Erling Haaland. The reason he went for solo and he was market value was so high is due to his performance in the Champions League. So as of right now, if Szoboszlai continues, we should activate that release clause with no hesitance because I think we're going to get competition soon.
Look at his career. Look at their careers so far, right? So you can see their career stats side by side. Okay, see their career stats side by side. It's not really fair because Houssem Aouar has played 35 more games. But to think about it, one man's 2 years younger, and he hasn't played that many less first team games. Like in the Austrian Bundesliga, the man has 51 games, 13 goals, 24 assists. Then you look at Houssem Aouar, who in his Ligue 1, where he has almost 50 more games, he has 18 goals and 17 assists. So first thing you look at right away, you see Dominik Szoboszlai. Yes, he's playing in a lesser league, but statistically he's putting up more stats at a younger age. He has more room to grow. Am I getting myself caught up with the age, saying, yo, Dominik might be the better choice?
Yeah, you're getting quite.
Yeah. Because some people are saying like we shouldn't sign Partey because he's 27 years old. So sometimes it's not about age. If you can remember, I know you may not remember him, but Diego Milito used to be for Inter like 10 years ago. I think it was 31 and he cost like 22 mil in 2010 and he backed into the treble and he carried on paying for 4 more years. So age is not an issue.
You know what is that wins me over more for instance, Szoboszlai? It's more the character. Like you see what he does, big moments. The last international game before this one, scored a 40-yard screamer from a free kick. Yeah. This game, he receives it on the counter. He drives. He takes 2 players out of the game, gets to the edge of the box, scores.
African Brunner's in the house. What's up, bro?
Sends his country to the Euros. That's character. That's the sort of character you need. Winners.
So the release clause is 20-something million, right? That's doable for us. The problem is, will he choose us? I know he says he likes us and he'd like to play for us, but when other big clubs come calling.
No, I don't believe in that. You make a player want to come. It's down to you. You tell him the right things. You show the commitment of what you want to do, and that player will choose you. Wenger used to do it all the time with these gems. Wenger used to do it all the time. As long as you can persuade these players that this is the right place for them, they will come.
Okay,
and how do we?
Can I just add one thing about the guy saying Austrian League is dead? If you look at the amount of talent that came up from the Austrian League in the past 5-7 years, is Arnautovic, David Alaba, Sabitzer, Mane came out of there. So Austrian League and Gineppo came out of there as well. So you see, the Austrian League is no mugs because some of the best players in Europe now came out of there.
Said what's the Liverpool guy?
Naby Keita.
They produce good players.
Even Erling Haaland recently. So I don't think
Minamino is not a bad player.
Yeah, see, they produce good players. No of this dead players from the Spanish league and stuff, or not Spanish league, but Italian league.
You know what it is? If you look at this Salzburg's transfer sales, they could be in the Champions League almost challenging if they kept all their players.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Red Bull partnership because most of our best players sometimes get sent to RB Leipzig.
Yeah.
Because, they want to be more competitive in the Bundesliga because there's more money in it. So, I think Sabitzer was there, Naby Keita was there, and they all got sold to RB Leipzig. Well, they sold them to themselves because it's both Red Bull, but, they've been held back.
Wow, I'm
And now
just
they've got
looking at
that-
this, guys.
What's the striker that they got?
Upamecano was there.
Daka.
Continue, Cash.
Put it on the screen. They got that striker called Daka as well. That's looking quite good recently.
I'm just gonna
You
show
think he's
you that.
Gambian international?
I'm gonna show you their best 11 based on this website. Kesh, you can add. I think that's African Gunnar, is it? No. Jimmy, what's his name? Here's the best 11. If you look at their best 11 from the players that came from Salzburg, they got the goalkeeper who's currently playing for Leipzig. Okay.
Golaski, yeah.
Yeah, they got Upamecano, they got Webb, they got Keita, they got Kemp, they got
Kevin
Minamino, Mane. What?
Not even Sabitzer. See, they didn't even include Sabitzer in there because Sabitzer's a baller.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
Liverpool
Who's this guy then?
stealing these players.
Yeah,
Because
Liverpool has three
I
of them.
remember Mane was actually meant to go Man U, I think, before he left there and went Southampton.
Yeah.
I remember Fergie was looking at him.
But are we
But
going
this-
to seriously sign a player in January?
No.
No.
Loan.
Wait and see. Gotta wait and see. I don't know.
Always. I think it depends on the results. It carries on the creativity situation so
Thing is,
bad.
you know they would have to. If the results
Yeah.
keep going bad, they're gonna have to.
They've got no choice. The hands will be
They've got no
forced.
choice. Their hands will be forced, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's the only way we'll sign players. Listen, the only time we've ever seen our club spend big in January was once, and that was 2018 when we got Aubameyang for 50 mil. Even then, the reason we signed Aubameyang because our hands were
Did we
forced.
not sign Arshavin in the window as well?
Yeah,
I
but
wouldn't
that's
consider-
23 mil. And Ozil, I would say Ozil, 40 mil. We splashed the cash there. And Partey,
But
yeah.
the thing about Ozil Pie, they were in the summer window, but in January transfer window, yes,
Oh, yeah.
Arshavin.
Yeah,
we need that
Arshavin is the
big mark-
biggest for sure. Yeah.
I mean, Arshavin was disappointing, but a big name sound like Aubameyang.
Nah,
That's the only one
I don't
Okay.
think Arshavin was disappointed. I think that came down to Wenger playing him on the wing rather than in a central role.
Okay, yo, if you guys are scouts, each one of you guys have a checkbook. Arsenal's gonna tell you find us a realistic person we could sign to fill the gap in the
January.
midfield in January.
I got
Who
one.
you guys can go?
Isco, bro, get him. I don't care that he's old now and stuff. He can do it, man. I was telling people about Rodriguez before he went to Everton, and people were chatting crap about how he wasn't going to be good. Look at him, man. He's talent, man. And I think Isco could definitely unlock the door with Partey and even El Neni, Ceballos, Xhaka, whoever you want behind. I think it will definitely solve the issue for us. And it'll open up the front three for us.
So Isco is your guy. Now let me show you. Isco has regressed a lot since.
Yeah, but he also hasn't been playing as much.
No, look. I'm
Played.
showing
No, he
you.
has been playing.
He's
He has been
played.
playing.
He has been playing. Look at this. So he got 30 games, 10 goals, 8 assists. 30 games.
So are those
7
30
goals,
games in La Liga or like spread out?
La Liga. This is just
He has
La
been
Liga.
playing. He has been playing.
He's not been producing. You want me to show you more? This
I
guy
want to
is a
know how
man.
many sub. Can you find out how many sub appearances he had? Like, how many of those games did he start?
Okay,
I'm sure it's not that
don't
many.
Don't nitpick. What I'm saying is he has regressed. He has regressed. We cannot say, oh, this guy's better than what we have. But do we want an improvement or do we want another future
what I
problem?
would say about African Guna's point about Rodriguez. Rodriguez wasn't injury prone though. That's the thing. It's
True.
We don't, bro. Listen, that's the worst thing could happen. Also sign Isco, and he's just injury prone. Oh, bro, I would lose my head. I would lose my. Oh my.
All right, Cash. Who do you think we can realistically get? Like, I'm trying to think. I mean, there isn't really that many.
Szoboszlai.
You know what there is, yeah? Look.
Who are you getting?
We had. No, I'm just. We had Ziyech. Yeah? These are the signs you're looking at. Ziyech was twerking, saying he wants to play with Ozil. He wants to play for Arsenal. We went and spent double the amount that Ziyech was going for on the Pepe. We're saying we're a club or scraps for money. We're low in money. We could have went and signed 2 players if you signed Ziyech that year. Now you got Szoboszlai, yeah? That's got a 22 mil release clause. You need to go sign him. If you're not going to sign Aouar, you go sign Szoboszlai. That saves you, 40 mil? Extra that you'd have paid for Aouar? That 40 mil can then go on to another player. That's the way we should be working. It reminds me of when we used to sign the Nasris and all these other little gems. that money could be signed a lot more players than we actually think we could sign.
So
I don't
Kesh, I
understand.
agree with.
Sorry.
Go for it.
One second, guys. I'm
No, I
going to
was
read
just
this
saying-
comment,
Sorry.
Nitish, and I'll let you jump in.
Sure.
My guy here is saying Douglas Luiz. So
I would sign him.
I'm going to get up his stats as a midfielder,
I would
and you
sign
guys
him.
keep continuing.
I thought we was going to sign him in the summer. He's a very good DM, a very good defensive mid.
No, I was going to say, I don't know why we have kept hold of Ainsley then. If you're not going to play him, we would have just had Aouar in our team right
You know what
now.
it is? As I've said before, Ainsley, I don't feel was Arteta's decision. I feel he was getting such low money for him. The club then said, nah, this is an English player. We can get a lot more. Let's try and sign him up to a new contract. I won't be surprised if come next summer, Ainsley's not here after he signs a contract. They're just trying to protect their asset. They want to get more money from him. Because let's face it, 15 mil was not good enough for Ainsley. 15 mil wasn't good enough.
So
No,
Kesh, I
it's
agree
not.
with. Kesh, I agree with your point, but like I just don't see us buying a superstar player. You know what I mean? There's something with us and world-class players. We just don't do it. That's why I'm so surprised about Thomas Partey. And I said lucky. I don't really mean lucky. I mean I'm just so surprised that we actually got him. 100%, 20-something million. We go for him, and we're able to fill in another gap. I just don't have the confidence in Arsenal that we can actually pull it off. That's the difference.
No, I get that.
Okay, so what's Douglas Luiz's scouting report? Like, for us, he would play a deep line midfielder. He would kind of have like a similar role to the likes of, what would you say, like a Ruben Neves, just keep the team ticking over. He would be a better version of a Xhaka. Is that what you're saying?
Without a doubt.
Okay, so big up to this guy with the comment. That's a good shout.
I personally, sorry.
Yeah, continue.
Go for it.
I personally feel that we'll probably go and get a Spanish creative player because Arteta likes the Spanish kind of play. He's stuck to Bellerin because of that. And I think we may, like Isco is a good shout because of that, but we may try to target someone from La Liga or some Spanish connection he may definitely have and get a creative player from Spain. I get the feeling.
I don't think it's a thing. See, I don't think it's a thing where Arteta wants to keep these players. Honestly, PSG was linked with him. PSG said, basically, we're not willing to put no money down. We'll take him on loan with no obligation to buy. Because why would you want an obligation to buy on Bellerin who's not performed in the last 4 to 5 seasons?
Well, apparently Juventus wanted him.
Do you really believe that?
I don't know. We read these things, right? I don't know.
I think it could be something with it. No, I think it could be his agent just trying to drive up interest so he can get a better contract.
Me neither. But yeah,
a lot of these players are just here because we're
sorry. PSG didn't PSG want to just buy him right now in the summer?
No, that was a rumor. They wanted
interest.
It wasn't full interest. There was actually interest, but they didn't want to buy him. They wanted to take him on loan. But how is Arsenal going to let their main right back go on loan without having no money to replace it? It doesn't work for us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he ended up staying.
What about Fabian Ruiz? I think he's an absolute baller.
But we're not be willing to sell.
But he's going to be going for. I'm seeing the rumors from
70 million.
Like 67 mil. Is he a 67 mil player? That's a bit far from me.
Fabian Ruiz to me is an absolute baller. But you know what? We've seen him next to Ceballos, and Ceballos has played better than him at times. They're nowhere near each other in the development, but why can't we get a game out of Ceballos? But Fabian Ruiz and Ceballos look like they're on the same level in the internationals.
I was just gonna say that maybe Dani Ceballos will be replaced, and that could be one of the replacements. Maybe not in the January transfer window, maybe in the summer. And as I said, maybe one more, maybe some Spanish international coming in or upcoming Spanish player. I get the feeling to replace Dani Ceballos because I don't think he's gonna get a permanent contract if he doesn't improve his overall play for us.
Agreed.
So
I didn't think he was gonna get one in the first place, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal just didn't want to spend money.
Yeah.
So they thought, let's just get him in quickly. That's all it was.
100%. And in terms of like, what about Draxler? I know it's past his time. I'm looking at cheap options here. You know what I mean? I'm looking at like the mid-range options. I think Draxler could do a job. I mean, I'd take the risk, man. I don't know.
You know what? The thing about Draxler will be 7 or 8 years in the making. Because ever since 2011, 2012, we've been going after Draxler. Every summer, Draxler this, Draxler that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's finally time.
I would rather spend money on championship players. Get a Buendía in or someone else, like someone who can. Yeah.
Didn't they
sorry.
just move? I think it was at Ben Rama. He just moved. I doubt once you move, you're not gonna move again, man. We missed the boat.
Buendía.
Yeah.
Buendía. The Norwich City
Buendía,
guy.
yeah, okay. Is he from Championship, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Norwich City.
This guy. Let me show you.
Is he Brazilian? What is he?
Where
Argentinian.
Argentinian. Okay.
Okay, so you know Buendía, bro. He was at Norwich last year. He's still at Norwich. He got 12 assists last year in the league, 8 goals.
See, I have to be honest. I haven't seen enough of him to be quite
Oh
honest.
no, he got 7 goals last year in the Premier League in 36 games, 1 assist, 1 goal. He got 7
Yeah, but
assists.
that's Norwich. That's Norwich, the team that got relegated. So obviously,
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Very true.
Like look at this stat here. You can see here that in comparison to the most creative players in the Premier League, Kevin De Bruyne, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Buendia's third behind
17.
only Grealish and Thing were behind him. That's pretty good.
I mean,
What about taking Dele Alli? I'm curious to know, would you guys take him?
no,
I would take him.
no.
I would take him, man. He's talented.
No,
he can do it for us.
he's an average
He's so
player.
good to rub that salt
He's an
in.
arrogant. No. They would be
No, I
cheering
know
for
he's
us.
arrogant.
They'll be happy. They'll be happy for us because they took an
Not
average
if he
player
does
out of
well.
our hands. No, trust me, he's past his best. I do not want to see Dele Alli near
Dele
Arsenal.
Alli is Dele Alli.
I tweeted that once and it went viral. That's how bad. that's how much people don't like him.
Yeah, but that's because he's a Spurs player, man. But if you're
No,
honest, like
no,
people
no,
say
no,
that
no. Not because he's
people-
Spurs player. Because I would
people
take
say
Harry
like
Kane.
people say Harry Kane and Son are not world-class players because they're Spurs players. Come on, like you gotta take that hat off. These are all really top talented players, and they walk into our team. I'll take any of those 3.
I don't
Even
know.
Lucas
Dele Alli.
Moura. I'd take Lucas Moura too.
No.
Whoa,
He's
whoa,
good.
No,
He's good, man.
whoa.
No,
He's
no,
good.
Lucas
Better
Moura.
than
but I
Pepe.
would-
Better than Pepe.
Bro.
No.
He's better than Pepe, but he
Look at his output.
doesn't even give outputs. Obviously,
He does, dude. Look at those goals he scored in the Champions League to take them to
He's
the
been-
final, man.
One goal.
He's been
That was a
wasted.
fluke.
No, he's been
goal.
wasted at
On
Spurs.
the route.
He's been
Egal,
wasted
bring
at Spurs.
up Mora's things out.
Bring it up.
Bring it up.
Put up the
No, I would
stats.
He's a
take-
baller, man. He
I
has
would
Ali
talent.
is a goal scorer. That's all
Sorry.
it is. If you watch Spurs and if you watch their build-up play, everything breaks down when it goes to Ali. He's just the guy
I
that
think
gets
he's-
onto things, onto the end
I think
of.
he's lost confidence though because he was not the same. A year ago he was even a year and a half ago he was a baller. Since
Are we going
Mourinho's
to
come,
Dele
he's
Alli
dead.
Never a
or
baller. I think
Wait,
when he was
wait.
being linked to Madrid, I'm the only one who
One
said he will never
Lucas
go
Moura
to
or
Madrid.
Dele Alli stats?
Dele Alli.
Either one of them.
Any Lucas
Okay,
Moura. Any.
first, let's go to Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura, since he's come to Tottenham, right? I got his stats right here. Are you trying to find Champions League stats or just Premier League? Because I think
No, just Premier League stats. And look at Christian's comments saying Lucas Moura better than Pepe, Willian, and Lacazette. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, man. These
Okay.
guys.
No, I don't think he's
biased.
better than Pepe.
no. Let me say something. The man has been in the Premier League for 3 seasons and a half. Okay, so he first came in for if you count this season and his first season, it's basically been 3 full seasons. Okay, so he's only scored 15 goals
Who's this?
Moura.
Lucas Moura. He scored 15 goals in like 67 games.
Okay, and how much did he cost?
25.
Yeah, and Pepe costs what? 3 times more than him and has almost half.
Pepe in 1 season has almost had more output than he's had in 3 seasons.
He's had
Pepe
4
has-
assists since he's been at Spurs in the Premier League.
He's been wasted. He's been wasted at Spurs. Lucas Moura has been wasted at Spurs.
Wasted.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a good player, right?
No, he's replayed.
So
And
if you say he's been wasted, then what do you say to Pepe last season then when you weren't playing most games and things like that?
No, I'm
I
not
don't
saying
deserve
Pepe.
to play.
I'm not saying he's better than Pepe, but I'm saying he's been wasted at Spurs. At any other club, he would be probably playing regular football.
No, but the
Thank
thing
you.
is, he had
He's playing
no.
regular at PSG and
He had his
didn't
chance
cut
at PSG, yeah, and
He didn't
he
cut
played
it.
every game. He was a £40 million player. Sir Alex Ferguson went after him, and then they were priced out because it was too much money. And he went to PSG and underperformed year after year. And this is why they got rid of him to Tottenham for 25 million.
You want to know something? Dele Alli last year had more goals than our midfield did in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I
He's a
thought. And he
goal-
barely
no,
even played.
No one denied that. He is a goal scorer. But everything else, it breaks down. I wouldn't take Dele Alli in my team. I
Yeah,
just
same.
wouldn't.
Same.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna play him. We're saying we need a number 10. That's what he plays. He plays in the 10.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like I would take him. Like I seriously would take him.
Listen, if Willock gets plays a whole season at 10, Willock will match his goal scoring ratio.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why we should give Joe Willock a chance until January. That's what I believe.
No, look. This is a man who's been. This is a man who's been inconsistent ever since 2018-2019 season began. He hasn't done nothing. He hasn't done nothing since last season.
But he was injured, for a lot of
listen, his prime was in his 19s and 20s. He's past his prime. He said it himself that he's funny. Where you going, Crash?
He played 35 games.
What are you talking about?
He started 3 games.
All competitions. He played.
Yeah, he started 3 games.
But that was the beginning of last season.
What?
No,
wait, hold on. So Moura playing well. Wait, hold on. So Moura playing well depends on Kane. What kind of nonsense is that, man?
Don't even. Yo, so are we really saying Dele Alli would improve Arsenal?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
No.
I'm not. He would. No, he would because he will get you goals. But he's not a big improvement. He's not a big improvement. It's not significant. Where I'm going to say, that's a great signing. Come on,
I don't think he'll even get into our first team.
Really?
No,
I don't think so.
He would.
But listen, it's not good enough for Arsenal. It's not good enough. We need better players.
I got a big shout. Okay, you guys are gonna be like, "Where did this come from?" But you're gonna when you see it, you're all gonna probably be on the same side as me and agree with me. I'm thinking going crazy, but hey, I'll let you guys. When I get it up, I'll get it up.
Can I say someone before you put it up? Can I say one person?
Yeah.
Riqui Puig from Barcelona, because I had.
Why are you picking my guy, bro?
Where did he choose him? Did he choose him? I see. I already minded, girl. We think alike.
No, because you've seen my tweet.
He's better than Szoboszlai, though.
I didn't see no tweet. I saw no tweet. I was thinking of like, wait a minute.
No, because I'm thinking nostalgia. And also, from what I've seen from him, he's the actual 10 at Barcelona. But the thing is, Barcelona have such a dynamic issue with their players that they can never actually play him in the 10. He would never actually get
there.
Wait, on those comments here, like about Dele Alli, I'm not doing it. I'm just saying, he's not good enough for Arsenal. I want players that are better. Yes, he'll improve us, but I want even better players. Not average.
We always want better, but we know we're not going to get better. Like, we're not going to spend the money.
We'll spend the money. How else do you expect to get Dele Alli if you're not going to spend money?
No, but how much do you think he's worth? He's not worth like 50, 60 million. This guy's probably worth like 30 million right now.
Yeah, but why would I spend that on Ali when I can go get a gem in Szoboszlai?
Yeah, but I told you how many teams are going to be going for that guy. I highly doubt
No, he wants to come to England, and London is like different to any place in England. And also,
I'll just say sorry. The only reason no one will go for Dele Alli because he's not that good enough.
Yeah.
Well, that's players that we seem to go for because there's no competition. Like, look, for example, João Felix. That guy would be amazing. You would never be able to get a player like that. We can't afford a player like that. And why would he want to come to Arsenal? That's a perfect 10 player, man. He can do everything. He's a better version than Saka, more experienced, can score goals, dribble. I mean, he's incredible.
Yeah, he's a baller. He's a wonder kid, isn't it? He's a baller.
Yeah.
Okay, but what do you guys think about Riqui Puig at Barcelona? Let me show you guys his average positioning.
I'll take him any day of the week, every single day, man. He has potential.
Once again,
he's special.
All the players, I noticed this, all the attacking players that we're looking to sign, they play in a very similar position on the pitch. And Riqui Puig is just one of those players. He plays on a similar position on the pitch. And I'm just going to share screen this right now. 1 second.
One thing I would say is that there's no need for
he's not a 10. He's not a 10.
Yeah, there's no need for a number 10 in modern day game. It's more like about number 8.
That's where he plays. So he's like a David Silva type mid.
Yeah, ideal play for Arteta.
He'd definitely be more attacking. He would be more forward thinking. Defensively, he's not switched on yet. He's very young. Riqui Puig, this is the kind of positions he would pick up on the pitch. And you know what? Playing in that Barcelona team, at times, he was the only person spoken about as somebody who had anything about him when it comes to attack, because Messi was taking up so much stress on Griezmann and these guys. Riqui Puig was the only person offering anything attacking-wise. And as a young player, these young players that Barcelona have, if they're not going to be playing them, we should go get them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
what you
man.
guys
Listen,
But
if Koeman
do you
keeps
think
the
that-
job longer.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
I'll be
Go,
real.
go.
with
No, I
you.
was just
I'll
gonna
be
ask
real
you,
with
do you think that
If he
our
was that
fan,
good,
our
if he was,
our club and
I'm not saying he's.
sorry,
Go on.
sorry, I lagged. No, I lagged a bit. I was just asking that do you think our club and fan base will give youngsters a chance? Like, will he be able to flourish at Arsenal with the atmosphere that we tend to have?
If we sign him, we're gonna sign him with the hype of him being the next Fabregas, and I feel like it will be a lot of pressure.
Nah, for pressure, man.
He was that
if
good.
you have the talent and the quality, you play.
If he was that good, let's face it, he'll be playing. Because
Yeah, exactly.
is playing.
He
He's
is playing though.
He's
No,
not
I mean,
playing.
The thing is, if you look at Barcelona fans, they were complaining and mourning at Ronald Koeman for wanting to get rid of Riqui Puig. And
Yeah, because he's a youngster of
probably-
talent. He's a youngster of talent, though, of course. But it's not a thing where he stands out so much that he should be starting.
Let's not take the risk on him. And you know what? I'll just say we'll give you 30 million pounds and then 50 million pounds buyback anytime you want for Riqui Puig.
He played 11 games last year. That's obviously not
True.
enough.
Yeah, because he's
So-
just a little kid.
I have one that's kind of weird.
I
What
think-
about Guendouzi?
He's
Take him
21.
back.
He's not even that young. He's 21.
Yeah,
I
he's
thought he's like a
21 years
little
old.
kid. I thought he's like 17 or something.
Isn't this
Okay.
guy as good as Guendouzi, man? Well, what's the difference between, Guendouzi can probably do the same job this guy does, to be honest.
I agree.
Guendouzi is probably just waiting to outrun Arteta because I don't think he's going to get into Arteta's team. So he's waiting maybe
Agreed.
for Arteta to be gone and then he'll come back to the team.
Yeah, I think so too.
Arteta is not going anywhere. He's not going.
Well, let's see how results go. You never know in December if we're in the bottom half
They're
of the
not pulling that
table.
trigger, bro. I'm telling you, it's the same. It's the same with Oli. Arteta would have to go on a run of 7 games at least for them to say he's gonna go. I don't see him going 7 games on a losing trot.
Leeds, Tottenham, Wolves. 3. That's potentially 3 right there. That's almost half of that.
I don't
Okay.
see it happening.
I'm just saying.
So what are you guys saying about going to Spain and going to get go to Real Madrid and get Haaland's teammate, international teammate,
Ødegaard,
Ødegaard
quality
From
player.
Madrid.
from Madrid.
Quality
Ødegaard.
player.
Yeah, is he proven though? He has so much hype and stuff, but I haven't really
he's
seen him.
done bits for Real Sociedad. Not.
Yeah, I think
He
he
done
finally
it.
got given a chance and he flourished.
Remember when he first went there? He went there at 15 years old.
Yeah.
He's still
So-
21.
Yeah, that's why
he wasn't gonna break into that team. He had prime Modric. Kroos was at that point still in his prime. Like he wasn't gonna break into that team.
the only player that they want to get rid of probably is Ceballos. That is why they kept hold of him and they got rid of Ceballos on loan.
They
again.
didn't play a 10 at that point as well.
In 34
Casemiro
games,
playing as a DM.
31 games, Cash. He got 4 goals, 6 assists from the midfield.
Mhm.
This is at the age of 20, playing 31 games in the league, La Liga. Wow.
There's lots of players out there. You got what's his name? Isaac Bala from Real Sociedad. There's loads of quality
Dybala.
players. Huh?
No, not
Oh, I thought you said
Not
Dybala.
Dybala.
I was gonna say I want Dybala too.
His teammate that was at Real Sociedad, the Spanish number 10. I think it's like Original Bala or something. I don't even know how to pronounce it. But yeah, there's loads of quality players out there that that can play in the 10 role.
Yeah, but how many can we
It's about-
afford? That's the real question.
It's about listen. Arsenal can afford it. It's just about these lot wanting to do what they have to do. But as I said on other streams, maybe this is just what the owners feel Arsenal are now. They're just a club that hang around the mid-8 in the table, and that's it. And if that's
It's
what
gonna
they
hurt their
think,
pocket.
then, listen, it's gonna hurt their pocket, but not for now. Not for now.
It has been. It's been 4 years in the Europa, man. These guys are saying we can't spend the money because
But what you have to
there's no
understand is-
Champions League money.
What you have to understand is it's not exactly hurting their pockets, because when if they want to sell, they can sell this club for whatever they want to sell it for. So they'll make that money back. There's nothing to them.
True. The Nigerian billionaire, he came out again saying 2021, bro. I want to see it happen, man.
But we'll see. But you know what? I don't see a black owner, a black
Why
person
not?
ever owning. I just don't see it happening. I generally don't.
It's all about the money, man. If he pays the money, he'll get it. It's not about the race.
No, man, it's politics. I just can't see it happening, honestly.
Kroenke had the option of selling the club so many times. He's never done it for money. He doesn't have any need for money.
True, but if we're rotting, right? If I agree with you, but if we're rotting, then he needs to sell. I mean, who's gonna come now and buy Arsenal? Come on, very little people can afford us.
What are you guys saying? We go to AC Milan and we buy our youth academy player back?
No, come on.
Nah, man, that shit's gone. We could have signed him back for what I think was 4 mil at the time, and we didn't do it. We had the first option on him, and we didn't do it. So that ship's sailed for me now.
Yeah, man, and that's the same thing with people saying buy back Ramsey and shit.
How embarrassing is that, man?
Go for it.
Allegedly status the trap players. Nonsense.
No, I'm saying that I think we're talking about a lot of midfielders and stars that we will sign. Probably we'll end up playing Smith Rowe and Martinelli in the team. That's all the change we'll see after January. I get the feeling that will only be the major change that we may end up seeing.
I wouldn't mind that as long as they're performing really. I feel like splash big in the summer, and if they're doing the job, plug in the hole. Because I think Martinelli, and I've been wanting to see Smith Rowe. He keeps getting injured. That's what I kept saying. I keep thinking every week in the Europa he's gonna play, and then he's not in the squad, man. So
he's just building up his fitness. Like he's been playing during those Europa.
Okay, for under 21.
Yeah, he's been playing under 21.
All right, so I mean, there's no excuse to play him in the Europa when we're back. So I want to see what he can do.
Not. He rates him. He's come out himself and he said, I've got plans for Smith Rowe, so I expect him once he regains his fitness.
Yeah, but Keshi also said...
I got a left field shout. 1 second. We'll get back to Smith Rowe every single day of the week. He's an Arsenal player, but I want to talk about a player that's not an Arsenal player, that doesn't get spoken about as high as Grealish. John McGinn. Would you take it?
John McGinn.
It's not a bad signing. It will be a good signing. A very good signing.
Cheap.
No, forget about cheap.
Decent price.
One thing we talk about is mentality. He has it.
He has it.
Yeah, I agreed. I take Grealish instead, but I mean, he's a Villa fan. I mean,
we're talking about if we're going to talk about money, we can't be talking about Grealish. But if we're going to talk about mentality, work rate, heart, midfield general, actual person who could possibly be a leader and a captain, let's go get
Grealish.
Let's go get him. You know what? I would take both of them. I would take the whole midfield at Aston Villa. But you know what?
I take both of them because Partey needs to stay, Egal. We spent 40 million on the guy and he's good too. So we need to keep him now. No.
We're just looking at this point, we've gone through all the major signings that we could make. We're trying to think about left field. We know Grealish is not realistic. Let's be real, bro.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys, would you take Barkley?
Yes, 100%. Bravo. I can't believe I forgot that. I take it 100%. He's so good.
Of course he would. Look at what we got in our midfield.
We're not to us. It's a world apart.
But then again, we have to look at it. He wouldn't come on a cheap, so you might as well go spend that money on someone else because he's not going to come on a cheap from Chelsea.
What, 30 mil?
They're going to demand at least 40. At least 40.
Yeah, I ain't paying that.
Yeah, exactly. So you might as well go buy someone else.
Okay. But even McGinn would be around. Sorry.
He'd probably be around 20-25 mil. McGinn, I think 25.
Yo, if we're talking about breaking the bank, you know who I'm buying? Obviously, we're buying Grealish. But if we can't get Grealish, bro, I'm going to Rennes and I'm telling them, yo, give me my boy Camavinga. Play next to Partey. Camavinga and Partey for the next 4-7 years. Camavinga will become a great player. Next to Partey, our midfield sorted. You could play anyone when you have those two.
Well, the thing with Camavinga is he's going to be £100 million player, and every big club in the world, Bayern, Real Madrid, Barcelona, all of them.
We have to look at players that no one's really trying to sign right now.
Soumaré, I mean, he's a cheaper option, and they play similar role.
Soumaré as well.
Yeah, I take him.
Yeah, unless we can do a very sneaky swap deal for Pepe or something like that. I don't know.
But I want Zaha swap deal. Give us Zaha, we'll give you Pepe. I'd do it in the blink.
No, I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't?
Dude, Zaha comes and he changes this team like completely, man.
You know why? You know why? Because Pepe will kill it at Palace and Zaha will...
I don't care. I don't care. I want what's good for Arsenal, man.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna come in and he's gonna make an instant impact. You see how Partey, that's quality, right? You bring in Zaha and he's taking that Villa team, man. He's dribbling those guys, nutmegging them, getting a penalty, something, dude. He'll do something. It's like Sanchez, man.
Okay. So we're never gonna get Camavinga, but what's the realistic alternative? Soumaré,
yeah. They only want 30 mil for him as well.
Probably cheaper now, to be honest.
Yeah, cheaper now, yeah.
Why?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No. Why is he cheaper?
Why is it cheaper? Because it was only what? Was it not 2 seasons? Last season Newcastle put in 30 for him? And he rejected to go to Newcastle.
And coronavirus, man. I mean, there are not going to be that many clubs going in for him and stuff. His price definitely has gone down a little bit.
Definitely gone down.
Okay, what about who else is in there? Guys, give me some names.
Listen, there's players out there to go for.
Would you go to? I'm hearing Sabitzer could go to Tottenham.
He's going to Tottenham. He's a Jose player. He fits perfect for Jose.
It's like Matt Doherty. Like, there's nothing special about it, nothing going on. But whatever Jose tells him to do, like father this guy, do this, do that, he follows it. It's typical, like Ivanovic and Matic. Just typical Jose player. Nothing special about them. Just follows the Jose system.
So are you worried that Tottenham could be like?
Nah, because for Tottenham to go on and do, like, they're playing well right now, don't get me wrong, but that means Liverpool has to fall off. City has to fall off. Like, if you compare to what those two clubs did last year, they have to have a major fall off. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. City's not even come out of second gear yet. Liverpool, they've been doing well, but even they are not out of second gear yet.
Yeah. You know what? Lille are starting to look like a feeder club because apparently Arsenal could be getting money back from that Pepe situation with the PARTEY deal, with the Gabriel deal. We got a discount. Let's be honest. We did get a discount on Gabriel.
And now discount, man.
It's not a discount,
discount, man. That's his value. That's not a discount.
I think he stepped it up a gear, by the way. I don't think they realized that he was this good. I think he came to Arsenal and there's something in his heart that's like, shit, I'm playing for a big club. And he's playing with his heart, man. He's playing with his heart in his mouth. And he's playing amazing. That's what you get when you get players that play like that, man. Sanchez, Van Persie, Fabregas.
Have you guys heard of this Turkish kid who plays for Lille that Arsenal is being linked to? Yeah, Yazki.
I don't even care about kids right now, to be honest.
Apparently he's putting up numbers.
Yeah, apparently
Yusuf Yazki. Continue.
No, I'm just gonna say that George Lewis is gonna come and win us the league. If we start believing that our kids will outshine and perform and win us something big, I don't think it's gonna happen. It's not easy to beat teams like Liverpool, Manchester City, Spurs with the squad that they have right now. And it's seriously not a job for kids. I'll be honest with you. We need some finished products.
So I was on a stream and I was mentioning to the guys the kids should be playing in the Europa League. That's where they belong. Honestly, I mean, half our first team in the Premier League shouldn't be. I mean, all of them really. Come on, like Joe Willock was crap last year. I know he's played 2 really good games this year, but he wasn't the same player last year. Okay, so I mean, Maitland-Niles, yes, okay, cool. Saka, yes, okay, cool. Martinelli, yes, okay, cool. That's it. 3. That's it. It shouldn't be half the damn team, man.
No, it shouldn't be
in the Premier League.
But there's games and there's certain youth products that I feel is capable of coming in and doing better than what most of these players are doing.
Cool, Kesh. Let them play in the Europa and prove themselves. And then I have my hands up. I'm like, okay, cool. If you're doing the job in the Europa League, cool.
But that's like saying we're letting Ceballos and that not play in the Premier League and they're not doing nothing.
Guys, look at this. Yeah. Look at who we're being linked to. We're being linked to this guy. 23-year-old Turkish international, being considered the next Mesut Ozil, this, that.
The next Mesut Ozil. I don't think that's a good thing.
He's 23 years old. Like, why?
Forget it, man. Forget it.
Forget it, right? Forget about it. Okay, guys, I'm starting to run out of names. I'm thinking let's just go back into the Premier League. Who? I
mean, someone said Ward-Prowse. I'd take Ward-Prowse. He's a solid player, man.
I wouldn't take
That's a
Ward-Prowse.
downgrade. That's a downgrade on
I
what we
wouldn't take
need.
Ward-Prowse.
Downgrade for what, dude? He's a consistent
No,
player.
No, we're
He's not
downgrading our
He's not a
level.
consistent player.
We're downgrading our levels.
He's not a consistent player.
We're
He's not.
downgrading our levels. I'm saying if we're gonna go out and say, hey, let's get him. Why would we go and get him when we can go to? We can't go to Leicester and get their players, obviously.
Listen, you got players like, for instance, you got Gaia. Is it Gaia?
Jude
Raya,
Bellingham.
sorry, Raya. Raya is there. His contract finishes, I think, is it end of this season or next season? He's got 1 year left. It's players like that we should be targeting.
Gio Reyna at
Gio
Dortmund.
Reyna. You got Carlos
Gio Reyna.
Soler at Valencia. Quality player, Spanish player. There's players out there. There's no one can't tell me there's not good enough players that can come in and replace the deadbeats that we got in the team.
No, definitely, bro. But you know what? This Reyna, Gio Reyna, what is he? American? Yeah, he's the American
Yeah,
kid.
he's American, yeah.
He just.
Oh, bro,
he
you
really
do
played
you
enough.
even watch Wolf? Man said he's consistent because he scores goals. So I know you don't watch football, bro. Like,
It's not about
everything's not about stats. Everything is not about stats.
Yeah, of course.
No,
but
I'm saying he hasn't played enough. He hasn't played enough for us to say, hey, yes, he matches the eye test. I get that. And I seen him against in the Champions League come on and just right away, boom.
No, he's talking about Ward-Prowse.
Yeah, what are you talking about Champions League, man? This guy's
I'm talking about Giovanni Reyna still. I don't know
He's
where
talking
you
about Reyna.
Listen, Ward-Prowse is not a consistent player.
No, but
He is, Cash. He is.
He's not a consistent player.
He is.
Okay, can we talk about this guy? If we're
He's-
gonna be
he's
talking
If he
about
was so consistent,
Sorry.
Ward-Prowse is an English player, yeah? If he was so
Yeah.
consistent, he would have got wrapped up already. He's not
You mean-
consistent.
Oh, you mean by another big team in
Man,
England?
he would have got wrapped up already. If he was that good, someone would have bought him
Don't
already.
let
Same point about Grealish, right? I can make the same point about Grealish.
No, the reason why you can't make that point because Grealish, you see
perform
the
week in, week out.
ability. He passes the eye test. He's got X factor. He carries that club on his own shoulders at times.
I mean
See,
about
I-
a bigger club coming and stealing him. That's what I meant.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but
I
Man United
get-
wanted him. If it weren't for the price like that Villa was asking for, I don't think he would still be at Villa right now. Honestly.
I'll just say one thing. I get the feeling that the African Gooner is talking about the fact that is he better Ward-Prowse than our midfield? So he's getting yes.
Look at
Yes,
his
there.
stats.
But obviously, is he world class? He's
No.
maybe not because he's
Yeah,
not that
agreed.
great.
100%. But he's better than what we have, and he's a cheap option, and he's consistent. You know what you're gonna get from him. It's not like Ceballos, where one game he's incredible and he's making crazy passes, and the next game he's butt average. Really.
I've seen Ward-Prowse go missing though.
He goes missing at times.
I
He
never
does.
see Grealish go missing.
Look at the club he's playing for as well, man. Imagine him playing in our
No, but
midfield.
you never see Grealish go missing.
Grealish don't go missing like that.
Man, but
You
that's just
never
what I'm
see-
saying, man. You can't compare. They're not on the same level. Grealish is like
You
another
compared them.
stratosphere.
I felt like you were the one that compared them, not us.
No, I'm not comparing them. I was saying to Kesh, he was saying that, if he's so good, why is he still there, right? Why hasn't another England team picked him up? And I told him I can use Grealish as an example because he's also an excellent player and he's playing for Aston Villa, but he could be playing for a better team, right? That was my point.
Yeah,
I wasn't comparing them.
Samuel
Sorry?
cut. Samuel
Oh,
cut.
yeah.
He couldn't get
Yeah.
a word in.
Listen, people are gonna get carried away because because Ward-Prowse scores free kicks. That's all it is.
Okay, I'm gonna do
You can't
something.
tell
guys.
me. You can't tell me. You watch Ward-Prowse's game, and when he doesn't score a free kick, you look and think, "Wow, he blew my mind away today. He stood out."
No, but
Okay,
I just want to add one thing. Sorry.
Zachariah from what do you call it? Gladbach. What are you guys saying?
He's
I
not
think
a
better
creative player,
than
though,
our
is he?
squad.
He is a good
What?
player though, but he's not a creative player.
Better than
Don't-
our midfield squad.
It's just another.
Yeah,
it's just
I would
another
take him. I
body.
would take him.
It's just another body I'm throwing out there. Like I'm trying to throw out names, guys. We're trying to find a solution to our midfield, and we keep getting carried away with all the other problems we have. Let's answer the biggest issue. Don't do what Arsenal do and sign a Pepe. Guys, stay focused. What is Partey gonna play next to? If you don't have midfielders next to him, are you guys just gonna sign 4 attackers and play a two in the midfield?
It's not about the person next to him. It's about the person in front of both of them. I don't care who that person is next to him, frankly. It can be El Neni, it could be Xhaka, it could be Willock. It doesn't really matter. Or Ceballos. For me, it's the player in front of them. That's the player that matters right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put the link in the comment section if you guys want to jump in. What do you call it? Okay, so we've gone to the French league. We've looked at a lot of players there. We've been in the Premier League, looked at a lot of players there.
Yeah.
Now let's go to Italy. What do we have in Italy that we could bring in?
Boring football.
The
Boring
baller.
football.
The baller. He's got a year left.
And like they don't really want him, and you know what I mean. His price tag is quite low compared to like 2-3 years ago. It was 100 mil.
Yeah, we got Balo in the house and we got Kirsten, Man United fans. What are you saying?
What's up,
yo guys?
You guys?
What's up, man?
Chilling, bro. Yo, tell me. You've been listening to this the whole time.
One name.
Yo, somebody mute their mic. I think it's Nitish. No, it's not.
Is it my mic?
No, it's not. Is it me?
Okay.
No, it's gone.
Oh, so one name.
Yeah, it is you, Bala.
I think it's.
I can't hear anything. Like as in, there's nothing wrong on my side.
Okay, continue.
One name y'all forgot is Yunus Musa.
Yeah, he came from the Arsenal academy and he went to Valencia and now he starts.
Yeah, but we're talking about people who's gonna come in and make an immediate impact, though, man. Not someone who's just probably had like 1 or 3 games a season.
Guys, would you take Lukaku at Arsenal?
Lukaku?
No.
Oh, no chance.
Lukaku's better than Lacazette.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but no chance.
Yeah, Lukaku's better than Laka.
He's 27. He's just 27
He's better than
right
Laka.
now.
Yeah, no one's saying he's not better than Laka, but that means Arsenal's gonna have to get wingers. You're gonna need wingers.
And price and the price of that.
Expensive. You need wingers to supply Lukaku.
You guys have Martinelli. Is Martinelli a winger or a striker?
He's
both.
He's both.
He said he prefers to play on the wings.
On the wing, yeah.
Yeah, his role model is Cristiano
Okay.
Ronaldo. Yo, 1 second. There's some goodie who's never been on before. Let me get him on. Yarchi. Yo.
H. Why he didn't say that?
Yo. Okay, he bottled it. It's okay. Stage fright is an issue sometimes. But yo, let's talk about this. There's all these other leagues where what is the biggest issue? The midfield. I feel like we keep going back to the attack, we keep going back to the defense, we keep going back to the right back position, we keep going everywhere else. But the biggest issue is, guys, one thing, that midfield. How are we gonna fix it with no amount of money? We have to go recruit young players and maybe get some over the odds signing. Like, that's why I'm going for a Riqui Puig. I think a Riqui Puig is one of those guys. We could buy him from Barcelona and then maybe sell him back to Barcelona, double the price.
For me, yeah, we're bringing up all these players. How many of these players would actually come to Arsenal?
A few of them, actually.
I feel like Szoboszlai would come, but I feel like if RB Leipzig coming for him, he's going Leipzig because of the Red Bull connection. But
nah, man, because of the Red Bull connection. What does that even mean?
No, as in like.
Look at Haaland.
Salzburg would look to sell him to
Leipzig.
Dortmund.
You have to look at the ambition of the player.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. The link, the Red Bull link means nothing whatsoever. Honestly, the player's gonna see, his agent's gonna tell him what clubs are in for him, and he's gonna make a choice. That's what it comes down to, and it's down to the club to convince that player that their future lies wherever the club is.
My God.
And I'll just add one thing. You could have said that how many players will choose Arsenal before the start of this season. But Thomas Partey came in. Gabriel has chosen us over Manchester United. So I think it is a positive sign that we are getting our players that we want. Arteta is getting the players that he wants. You could have said that before this season that we were not probably getting those players. But now we are getting most of our players.
There's one player as well we haven't mentioned. And that's Kelvin Phillips at Leeds. That can fit in next to Partey.
Yep, Leeds has some good players.
Would he play as a DM role? What are you saying?
No, he's a deep line playmaker. So I don't who'd you like? You play two CDMs?
No, Partey's a box to box though. Don't mix it up.
Box.
Yo, Aich is back. What's good?
But how long is Partey's injury actually?
No, it's a minor one. It was just an hamstring, and they just told him to stay away from international to get so he can get over it. Nothing serious.
Okay, so now we still haven't addressed it. Now everything we know what we need. We need 2 players. Is it going to be? And Kesh, you're saying both of them, Houssem Aouar and Dominik Szoboszlai. So if you were to say everything relies on you, Kesh. You need to get 1 player who you can break the bank on and 1 cheap option. What are you doing?
Oh, if it's down to me, I'm gonna go for a Szoboszlai and Soumaré.
Okay. Nitish, what are you saying? And please don't say Jesse Lingard again.
Again, I'm telling you, I didn't say I'm getting Jesse Lingard. I said I won't repeat it. Let's not go there. But
better.
yeah, if I have to, no, I didn't say that. I said that he and Willock had same stats last season. But anyways, yeah. So what I was trying to say with respect to breaking the bank, I think Grealish is a good option there, and a cheap one. If you want a creative one, I think Buendía, as I said, from Norwich City would be my pick.
Okay.
But they both play similar positions though, so
yeah. So I'm trying to get you want me to go into a holding midfielder or a defensive kind of midfielder. I think
just to fix that triangle, basically.
Okay.
Fix that triangle.
Then probably Jack Grealish and Declan Rice.
It's not a bad shout.
Yeah, we got Yusuf.
That's a very good shout.
Bro, what's good?
I'm good, man. How are you guys doing?
Chilling, bro.
I'm good.
Yeah, you seen the debate, you seen everything. Now we're all Arsenal fans, so I would go for Riqui Puig and I don't know how much you think Barcelona would sell him for.
Not much. It wouldn't be too much because I don't think Koeman wants him.
Okay, so I would go Riqui Puig and I would go Szoboszlai, and that would be like Szoboszlai. I don't know. That doesn't give me balance, does it?
It doesn't give you no balance whatsoever.
Yeah, so I would have to. If I'm gonna go Riqui Puig, I can't go Szoboszlai or Aouar. So I'd probably go Szoboszlai for the 20 whatever million we're gonna get for him, and I would maybe then I would go Szoboszlai and it's tough.
You know what you guys?
I'll probably stay in the Premier League and try to get what do you call it, Douglas Luiz or something like that. Just an easy cheap option.
I just wanted to add one point to support Egal. Barcelona is going through a monetary crisis. We can try to pull up as many players from their squads as possible now because they need to sell players.
Get Dembele. So
I've too many people sleeping on Dembele. I saw people saying, you need to get Sancho, forget Dembele's injury problem. Bro,
I don't really mind. One of the two.
The guy is young. He never had these injury problems before he went to Barca.
Yeah, Dembele was like on the same levels, not the same level as Mbappe, but he was in the same, tier.
Him and Mbappe were touted together.
Yeah.
Listen, we got someone in the comments. What do you think of Ward-Prowse? Do you think Ward-Prowse is a consistent player?
My brother doesn't.
No, he's not good enough for Arsenal.
He's a free kick merchant. That's
what
he's
a free kick merchant. He's a dead ball specialist.
Nah,
he's a dead ball specialist. I don't understand. If you watch football and you look at Ward-Prowse,
He's a good player, but he isn't.
I'm not saying he's not a good player. I'm saying he's not at the level where you think, you go sign him. Like he coming to Arsenal is not an improvement. It's not going to better our team. He's not a 10. He plays in a 2-man pivot in a 4-4-2. What are you going to do? You're going to put Ward-Prowse with a Partey and think suddenly this Arsenal team is going to start looking better. Ward-Prowse is not going to make the team look any better.
You guys are start throwing free kicks now.
We don't need nowhere. We don't want free kicks right now. Look, Ahmed's in the house. Ahmed, you watch what do you call it, League quite closely. We've mentioned a bunch of guys like Camavinga, obviously not a realistic signing for Arsenal with the amount of money you'd have to spend on him.
He will come to PSG. Sorry, Egal.
I understand. And then we also talk about Camavinga, he's saying, would go to PSG.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Inshallah.
And then Houssem Aouar is a realistic target for us, but he could also go to Man City or Juventus. We've also talked about Ibrahim Soumaré. Who else in France could we possibly buy that you can name?
Or you're talking about midfielders?
Yes.
Like camps?
No,
it doesn't necessarily have to be a cam. We need 2 types of midfielders. We need a DM type midfielder.
We need a partnership for Partey that can help him thrive basically, and a cam.
Because if you go with like a midfield three, I would go for like a Nkunku. He was a PSG academy player.
He plays for
One
Leipzig.
second, yo,
Yeah, he's
Ceci-
really good at
Ceci
Leipzig,
in the
right?
house.
I think he had like second most created chances last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a really good player.
Mhm.
Or
Yeah,
Houssem
what's
Aouar,
good?
like
Did
this
nothing when
is
he
all
faced
the
United.
chance to get him. Otherwise, the big teams will go in for him.
Yo, what's good?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's a-
Dembele does walk into our team. No one's denying that.
You good,
That's
bro?
that's a good shout from the comments. Renato Sanchez.
Nah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Nah, Ronaldo's doing
Inconsistent.
well, man.
No, and
Renato
Dembele is
Sanchez
good.
has been in 10 different
Yeah.
clubs. He's shit in all of them.
One second. Let's
Except
get
Lille,
this
he's
guy to
good at
get
Lille.
in. There's two people who haven't really spoken much, Ses and Yusuf. So I'll let Yusuf go first, and then I'll let Ses go. Yusuf.
Personally, I feel it just depends on three things, or two for now, but what formation you're playing. So if you're going to stick with the 3-5-2-ish, 3-4-3, I mean, and with two like Partey or Ceballos or Xhaka or Neni, then it's a different type of midfielder. Do you get what I mean? But if you're going to play a 4-3-3, then you need like a sit-in and another one next to Partey.
Exactly.
So for 4-3-3, I'd be looking at like the Phillips, the Douglas Luiz, the Riqui Puig, to sit in that position. But if you're going to look for a two with Partey, players like Zakaria from Mönchengladbach are not really there, That's what I think. I'd go back in for Aouar. I'd even I'm a Man City fan, but throw a cheeky bid in for Phil Foden, you never know.
True. We never get Phil Foden, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Ses, what do you
Foden's
say?
never leaving Man City.
That's their crown jewel,
What
bro. They're not
What
letting
about Gundogan? He's not getting game time.
No, he plays a lot.
Nah, Gundogan no.
He doesn't really play.
Gundogan is like Pep's. Gundogan's Pep's. What do you call it? Mason Mount. When it comes to big
No,
games.
that's not
Epsom.
Anyways, yo, Ses,
but-
you're muted. What are you saying? He's muted.
Oh, what's good, boys? Are we looking for the midfield three then? Yeah.
You know what?
We're looking for two people next to Partey, and we've kind of
Young
gone through a
Post
lot of options.
he said Declan Rice. I'm gonna have to agree with him.
I like Declan Rice.
In a double pivot, that will
Would
probably
you
be.
afford him?
Where's the creativity gonna come from? You're crying about creativity.
No, but it depends.
Ceballos.
Depends on how you're gonna play.
No,
Depends on
but
how you're gonna play. You get a 10 and you put a 10 in front of them.
don't you guys rate
double
Ceballos
pivot.
next to Partey and then a cam in front of them?
Bernardo Silva, I'll take Bernardo Silva
Everyone
any day.
was so for me. Everyone was so happy when Ceballos came back to Arsenal, saying he's so good. Now everyone thinks he's crap again. Like,
But he is a good player. The problem is he can't solve their problem.
You
The
can't solve a
creative
problem.
side. He's a
Yeah.
controlling midfielder who controls the midfield. So
You know what it
they
is?
should go for a cam.
We need a janitor to come in and clean up everything, but we hire the kitchen lady, and we tell her you got to do both jobs.
that kitchen
Yeah.
lady.
That's
No, but
that's
GK, that's the problem though. Everything comes from our wing. That's the problem we have right now. Everything comes from our wing. Even if it's just 2 chances per game, it all comes from our wing. We need to start creating centrally as well.
Not just wings, just the left side. Just the left side.
Just
Yeah,
the left side. Yeah.
You know what it is? It's when you're playing FIFA and you're just running down the wing. That's what we are now. With that
Is Bernardo
team
Silva injured?
No, he played.
no,
No.
he played last
But he hasn't
game.
been playing that
Played
much.
2 days ago.
Has
Played
he?
last game.
He doesn't fit the system. He wants to play on the right wing. They have a lot of wingers. They're trying to integrate him into the midfield. He's not getting a
See,
game
now-
in the midfield.
Now we can be
He's
friends.
bullshit.
See? Now we
He's
can be
bullshit.
friends. Because that's my guy. This
Diallo.
player here, yeah.
Who does he play for?
Southampton now, yeah. He came
Ah.
from over France, yeah.
Paul's talking
I
about
rate
PSG
him.
Diallo.
No, that's his brother. That's his brother.
So his brother's better, basically.
His brother plays centre back, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think he's better than his brother. To be fair.
Wait, where does this guy play? Is he a centre back as well?
CDM.
Yo,
CDM.
CDM.
Ses, did you give us your 3 guys? Get the comment off the screen.
Oh no. Yeah, my 3 guys. You know what? I play a fluid formation as a 4-3-3, and I literally have David Luiz in the centre CDM role, so he could revert back to a back 3 on defence, and I'd have Partey and Ceballos either side. The But the only thing about Ceballos, he needs to learn his positioning. That he doesn't really need to be as deep as he is all the time. I think you were saying that on the other show earlier. But yeah, them three, man. Without transfers. But with transfers, I'm saying obviously I heard I think my man said Declan Rice and even buendía. Even buendía, man. Even though he's championship, he can still do it, man. I think he had loads of assists in his season before they got relegated. So yeah, probably that if it was a transfer situation.
Okay, if you're looking at it from a point of view where you are in charge, guys, and there's no limit, realistic, no non-realistic. We're all going Grealish. We're all probably gonna go like Camavinga, these kind of guys, right? Can the club ever get back to that level of signing? Because Thomas Partey,
you have to get back to Champions League. That's the way you get back to that.
Yeah. For me, I agree with what Cash said. You have to get back into the Champions League, and I don't see Arsenal in the Champions League.
But do you trust the owners to spend?
I don't see Arsenal in the Champions League for the next I don't know how many years.
No, but
I'll say one thing. This whole window, this whole summer window, the club was so obsessed with getting Thomas Partey and getting Aouar. They didn't look at options like Benrahma, Doucouré, all these players who could have been brought in for cheaper value. They have one target, and then they are obsessed with that target for the whole transfer window. And when it went down to the last day, they just spent the money there. If they had actually planned it around, see, Everton is building their squad at the same targets that we had. We were at one point linked with Doucouré, James Rodriguez. Even I think there was a story with Allen. So they are buying the similar kind of players that we could have also had. But we were so focused.
I don't think Allen's that great though. I don't think Allen's that great.
The thing is with Everton, Everton are in the exact same position as Arsenal right now. Everton have lost their last 3 games, is it?
Exactly. Everyone's getting carried away from
to worse oppositions than Arsenal have played.
Carried away.
Arsenal is a much bigger club than Everton as well. Like if Arsenal was after Allen, the other club would demand much more money. Like it would be different.
Look at the difference. Arsenal lost, as you said, we've lost 4 games this season. Wow, yeah, we've lost 4 games this season. And the 4 games that we've lost, the reaction to that is much worse than Everton losing those games. Because Everton fans,
Arsenal are supposed to be this huge club, so it's the number of fans you get when you're a big club, I guess.
Everton is not as good as what we're trying to make him out to be. It's just that James Rodriguez has looked spectacular. Calvert-Lewin's done what he had to do, but if you actually look at the signing of Allen, if you watch Allen play and you see how many times he's on the wrong side of the ball, right?
He was getting scared of Scott.
Criminal, bro. Honestly, I don't think Everton will do as good as you lot think they will do come the end of the season. I think 7th at best.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to find a way to bring it back to the main topic. The main topic was
over Wolves and Leicester.
Houssem Aouar or Szoboszlai. If you guys had to make a case for each one, which one are you picking and why? Because I'm just gonna wrap it up there.
For me, if I was an Arsenal fan, I would probably pick Szoboszlai because he's cheaper, first of all, and he's younger, as well as the fact if you buy him for cheaper, because Aouar's probably like 60 million is what Leon was saying. So if you buy him for like 25, you still have more money to go and strengthen other places. So
okay.
Yeah, I agree with Christian.
And then where'd Cesc go? Oh, he's gone. What do you call it? What are you saying? Balo, who are you taking? What the hell's going on? People are dropping like flies.
I take Szoboszlai. But like if Arsenal had a lot of money, I'll take Aouar. But right now, just take Szoboszlai.
All right, bro. Hold it down, Balo. I'll see you on Saturday. Eh? I'm gonna do a France watch along. If you want to come through.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Joseph. Give me your piece. What do you think Arsenal should do? Szoboszlai or Aouar?
For me, I'm gonna stick with Aouar. I liked him like 2 seasons ago at Lyon. When it was him and Dombele, I really liked them both together. And yeah, I'll stick with Aouar. I think he's the guy.
I don't know, Joseph. If anything come through tomorrow, we're going to be doing a watch along for the France game. Ahmed,
Yeah,
my
bro.
guy, tell me, what is it? Yo,
I would pick.
don't add this guy.
I would pick Houssem
Who is
Aouar.
he?
I don't know. Don't add him.
I would pick Houssem Aouar because
Who's
I
the
think
model?
he's everything Arsenal need really. If you think about it, like he can play next to Partey as well because he has the defensive side in him and the discipline in him. So I just think he would be perfect for Arsenal. But the question is if you will afford him or get him. That's the hardest part.
True. Hi, Ahmed. Yo, link up on the weekend, eh?
Yeah, see you, bro. Take.
Nitesh, what do you say?
Yeah, I would take Szoboszlai, and what I would prefer is that we, with the rest of the money that we are saving, we go and spend it on another player, so that we don't have to put all the pressure on just one single player. Because if he doesn't perform, you know what will happen.
Okay.
The fan base will be after his head. The club will try to. The manager will drop him. Obviously, things will go haywire. So I think we should rather go for two players who can give us some kind of quality assurance rather than just putting all our money into one and going only for OR. Because then if OR fails, then it will be the end of the world for Arsenal fans on Twitter and social media, as you know it.
True. All right, Nitish, I'm gonna let you go. Have a good one, bro. Thanks for being on. And then Yokesh, we're gonna wrap it up. You know me. I'm on the Dominik Szoboszlai train. I know you. You're saying both. Let's meet each other in the middle. If we had to pick one, what are we taking?
Szoboszlai.
There you go. And that's the verdict for tonight. It's that simple, eh? Because the higher
just laugh in the background.
What?
Ram.
Oh, Ram's in the background. What the hell? Where'd he come from? Okay, all right, yeah, bro. We're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Big up to everybody. Oh, Dani Olmo. What about Dani Olmo at Leipzig? Nah, he's not really saying much.
I haven't seen enough of him to even judge him.
Yeah, he's not really saying much. But yo, big up to everybody watching, all you guys watching right now. Big up to you guys. Big up to everyone backstage. I'm gonna bring you guys back in a second. But you know what? We're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out.